I'm Henry, and there's one thing that I truly think unites us all as a species, that truly makes us the human race. Old mobile games. Think about it, we all played them, we all enjoyed them, we shared experiences with them, and interconnectedness. It was a true unifier. And now I want to look back on them, because I like being nostalgic, and I like looking back on things. And I wanted to look back on them, and it's my video, I can really do whatever I want. I have here a collection of 11 old mobile games that you probably remember, and today I just wanted to go back through them and see how well they hold up. My hope is they hold up pretty well, actually. So let's kick things off with the one that I don't think as many people will be familiar with. It's called the Sandbox. It's a game where basically you can just do whatever. It's kind of like Minecraft or Terraria. It's got Terraria's style and I think more Minecraft's philosophy of just build whatever you want. But it has a physics engine that makes more blocks fall, and you can create beautiful landscapes. And really that's what I do with it nowadays, because I still actually play this game. I just make some landscapes. But in the past, let's be real here, there was also lava and fire and TNT. I would make a landscape that was pretty nice and then destroy it. It was cathartic, it was nice, it was fun, and nowadays it still holds up. It's fun to just make a landscape and then get a big thing of TNT and just watch it all explode. It's nice. I like it. I like this game a lot still. In fact, I think it's really good, and it being free with occasional ads and some in-app purchases that are optional, I think it's pretty nice. I'd have to give the Sandbox an 8 out of 10. I think it holds up pretty well, and I think it is pretty fun. You should check it out. But let's move on from my own just personal experiences into some more popular public ones, starting with Subway Surfers. Subway Surfers is a really fun and popular game that I honestly don't really ever see people disliking or hating on. It's part of the infinite runner genre of mobile game, which was incredibly popular. As you'll soon see, there are just a crazy amount of those types of games on here, and they're all basically the same. It's an endurance test. You're running until you can't run anymore, and you eventually mess up and make a mistake. But each one is a little bit different and has their own unique elements. Subway Surfers is very generic and very basic, but it has different costumes that you can buy, and where it really differentiates itself is the fun style and power-ups. Now, other games in this genre do have power-ups, but Subway Surfers ones are unique. It always had a style of just a cartoony fun game, and that really helps. The gameplay is fun and just, well, enjoyable. You're running, you're jumping, you're just avoiding obstacles and trying to see how long you can go. I think it's fun. I think it's good. I think it's a good game. Can't fault me for that. 9 out of 10. Let's move on to another Infinite Runner game. This one I remember a lot. Temple Run 1 and 2. I'm just grouping them together because they are practically the same game and it doesn't really matter. I don't know what it is. I used to really like these games. I used to play them all the time. I used to be a big fan of Temple Run 1 and a big fan of Temple Run 2, but something's not connecting. I like the visuals for Temple Run 1 more than 2. I don't know why. I know it looks weird and outdated and not good, but it's nostalgic and I like it, and I don't know why. I can't really explain it, but it's caked in ads. When you die, you have an option to watch an ad to revive yourself in the moment, or to use special gems that you have to pay for, or to just not and just start a new run. But even if you click no, start a new run, you have to watch an ad, which that just defeats the purpose of having the option to not watch an ad. If you're still gonna have to watch an ad, why just start a new run, and why not just instead, just continue the run you're going and go for a higher score if you're gonna have to watch an ad anyway? Temple Run 2 is definitely caked in less ads and is a little bit nicer. It has a better visual style, it's more cartoony, but I don't know, there's something off about it. It just doesn't seem as fun as Temple Run 1, even if neither of these games I really like. And I don't know what it is. I used to love these games, and I still think they're good, and I can see a good game in there. It's just, I can't explain it. The only unique element of these games is that you actually have to tilt your phone and your character will move, but other games did it, and in my opinion, better. I don't know why, but I like Temple Run a lot. I used to, but I just can't get behind it. They're still good. I can tell that they are, and if you enjoy it, that's okay, but they're just not for me. Temple Run 2 is going to get a 5 out of 10, while Temple Run 1 is going to get a 6. I just prefer it slightly more. Up next, we have Jetpack Joyride. Jetpack Joyride is so much fun, and I love it. I still really like it. First thing I notice is that they have special events going on, but it's really good that you can switch out of doing the special events. I always don't really like it when I'm forced to have to play in a special game mode for a month because some mobile game is like, we have partnered with companies, so you have to play with company advertising just because. Like here, there's a Star Trek event going on, and you know what? I have never seen Star Trek, but it's pretty good, I think. I like the idea of it. But I'm glad that I can just switch out and just go into classic Jetpack Joyride. It makes things a lot nicer and easier, and I really appreciate that option. Additionally, I really like the idea of upgrading your character. It gives incentive to actually collecting the coins outside of just unique cosmetics. You can collect these coins, and yeah, you can get costumes and new different types of jetpacks that look cooler and better, but you can also get upgrades that make you bounce or give you a dog robot, I remember was one of them. I really like that addition. This game also is unique in an Infinite Runner sense is that you're going from left to right rather than up to down. That's something different, and you know what? A little bit of uniqueness goes a long way, and I really like it. Overall, I really enjoy Jetpack Joyride. It's gonna go at an 8 out of 10. It's really good still, and I mean, if someone asks for a game recommendation on their phone, I might recommend it. This next one's a good one, and one I really like, and one I'm gonna be excited about, so just forewarning, it's Dragon Veil. I like dragons. I like fantasy and I like sci-fi things, and you might know that, you might not, it doesn't matter. I like dragons, and I like this game a lot. This is in another genre of mobile games that was really popular. I will just call them village builders. You basically start out with not a lot of resources. You get coins, you got some special gems that usually you have to buy with money that will just speed things up. And you make a village, or you make a town, or in this case, you make habitats for dragons, and then you hold dragons on magical floating islands, and it's so fun. I don't know why, but I've always just really liked Dragon Veil. I like collecting them, and I like collecting all these dragons and holding them in a lot of different enclosures and showing them off. I really like collecting things, and this game is literally just collecting dragons. You can decorate your world and add buildings and stuff, but at the end of the day, the cool part is the dragon collection. Now, of course, a big thing with village builder games is the wait time. They test your patience by just having you wait like hours for just building stuff. And you know, I get it because they want you to buy their special gems so you can use those gems on speeding up things, and they can also get a little bit of money on the side. But you know, I don't really feel a need to with Dragon Veil. I like it as just a laid back, I'm gonna breed some dragons, I'm gonna build a bit of a village, and I'm gonna log off and check back tomorrow when all those things should be done. I really like all these dragon designs, and I think it's really cool to just breed dragons together and get new ones and try and unlock all the different dragon types. It's fun. It's just fun. I also really like the element of there's a little visitor counter, and the more dragons and decorations you have, the more visitors you get, and you get a more popular island, and I think that's pretty cool. Overall, I just obviously really like Dragon Veil, and it is going to be a 10 out of 10. Enjoy that number, Dragon Veil, because I love Dragon Veil. And moving on from that village builder, let's go into just another one. Clash of Clans. This one is far more popular, and I know that a lot of people like it, so I'm gonna get this out of the way with, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I don't know why, but as I was playing this game and as I was going around and just building things and also sending enemies out and having them fight and all that, it just didn't click. And I don't know why. I'm sorry. I used to enjoy this game a lot. I used to love it, and I can see that it's a really good game at its core. But just something about it wasn't as interesting to me. It just wasn't as, wow, it was more, oh, Again, if you like this game, that's totally fine. It's just not for me, really, I think. I don't know why. I used to really enjoy it, but now I give it a 7. But if you thought I was disappointed in Clash of Clans, you know nothing about what I am about to tell you, because you have not seen this next part of the video, most likely. I am sad to say, but the biggest downgrade is Fruit Ninja. And I didn't expect to say that today. I loved Fruit Ninja. You just go and slice up some fruit with some swords, but they added a lot to it, and it was a lot to take in. And I'm not opposed to getting a lot of new things in a game, but it didn't feel right. A lot of the blades that you could unlock before by just doing the slashes and just getting high scores, you now had to go into different modes or pay money or just like watch videos. And there were ads, which I'm not opposed to ads, but when there's this many of them, it's a little meh. The game is still fun, I think. I don't really know. It starts out too slow and it takes too long to really get to the more fast-paced, challenging levels of the fruit coming up. And more often than not, I found myself just playing a match and then stopping. I don't get it. And I don't know why, but I really used to love this game, and I just don't like Fruit Ninja anymore. It's honestly sad, but I would put it at 3 out of 10. But you want to go from one disappointment to another really annoying disappointment? Angry Birds, I couldn't find it on the App Store. I don't know why. I even looked it up and I couldn't really find any information. To be fair, I didn't go past like the first result on Google, but I don't know why I couldn't find the first Angry Birds. So this is Angry Birds 2. It was a big disappointment for me as well. Angry Birds is fine. It is what I would call the average mobile game. It's a fun little puzzle game while also being a little thing to do with your thumbs while you're just waiting. It won't change your life, but it's not meant to. It's just a little fun time waster. You fling birds at structures made by pigs without arms, and you try and explode the pigs. Everyone knows what Angry Birds is. It's fine. Angry Birds is good. This may be the second Angry Birds, but I wish I could show you the first one. I luckily remember it though, and it's pretty much the same from my memory. I'm gonna give Angry Birds a 7.5 out of 10. It is the baseline for what I would consider a mobile game, but it's still pretty good. I enjoyed myself with it, and I still am going back to it and flinging birds at pigs, structures, and pigs. And this brings us to another puzzle game that I used to like a lot. Cut the Rope. Cut the Rope was so fun and so great, and I really hope they didn't ruin it with ads or new things or just not being as fun as I remember. God damn it. I always say that and I jinx myself. This game opens up and there's an advertisement for the sequel that you have to pull down on, then pull back up on, and you can press start. I don't know if that's right, but it's the only way that I could see to get out of doing that. And then there were just ads around the levels. It wasn't really for me. And then I started playing and I'm sorry, this game doesn't hold up. This video went from really strong, the games were holding up. Yeah, this game just isn't as fun anymore. The puzzles aren't super challenging, and honestly, I don't know how I got stuck on some of these. It's still a good game. I can sense that it's a good game. It's not bad. I don't dislike it. I can just sense that really it's a kid's game that I am probably too old for. Huh. Is that why I'm not liking as many of these? Probably not. It's a very simple game. You just cut ropes and you try and guide candy into a little green alien's mouth while also trying to collect these stars among the level. And, you know, it's pretty fun. Pretty good. Pretty 7 out of 10 if you ask me. And this, my dear viewer, will bring us to the final game of the evening or morning or afternoon or night or mid-morning or mid-afternoon or whatever time period it is for you, this game is Doodle Jump. It's an infinite runner where you're trying to get up as many platforms as you can, but you know what? We're going to end on a positive note because I like this. It is challenging. It is a little bit tough, and I don't know why, if that's just me, but I really think it is a bit difficult. It's like Temple Run, where you move the character by actually tilting your phone and you try and hit springs or trampolines or propeller hats or avoid these little platforms that break on impact. And I like this. I like this, and that's a good thing. I think it's good. I think this game is genuinely good, and I like it. It's an infinite runner game where you're doing basically the same thing as any other infinite runner game, but I don't know. It's got temple runs mechanics and done them better. It's a little bit challenging, and I like that in a game. I would honestly give this game a 9 out of 10. Yes, it opens with an ad for Doodle Jump 2, and yes, that's something I've complained about before, and yes, there are ads, but I always didn't find them as intrusive. The Doodle Jump 2 ad, you could literally press X on immediately, and the ads after levels, you can either skip or they don't show up. They are not frequent. You don't see them much. This game has possibly the second least amount of ads, second only to the Village Builder games, which really don't show that many ads. This game is good. It's good. It's fun. It's just a bit of fun on your phone. And maybe that's what these games are more meant to be. They're not meant to be crazy big experiences. They're not meant to be the next Dark Souls. They're not meant to be the next Minecraft, except the Sandbox is. They're just bits of fun for you. And if you find them fun, then that's great. Play them. Have fun with them. Don't let these reviews of me taint your judgment of these games. If you like them, play them. It's a game on your phone that you're meant to play on the bus when you're going to school, or on the bus when you're getting home from work, or just in the passenger seat of the car, or in the back seat of the car on a long road trip when it's night and all the lights shining in through the windows are nice and warm, and it's just a bit of fun. It's just a game. If you like it, go play it. I like these games. I'll see you next time.